Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Million Dollar Media. I'm your host, Max Kellerholz, and with me today we have.
Adrian.
And today.
Carl.
Oh my god. I find it funny that you went to Carl's voice when this movie is so much about moms.
Yeah, I'm Jimmy's mom.
Oh god. So we're talking about The Wild Robot. Yeah, oh my god. This film is incredible.
Want to watch this over and over again.
I do too. I love we
I
saw.
wish I could see it for the first time again, bro.
I do too. I really do too. That's why I like watching reaction videos to this
Dude,
film.
love it.
Like, okay, I'll say this before we continue. We did go see this in theaters. It's just with everything that's been going on the channel, and like with graveyard shift and stuff. I also got sick shortly after we saw this, so there was just a lot going on at the time. But we did see this film in theaters along with another film that we recently reviewed. But we're just now doing reviews for them. Now being able to see reactions to this film online, it just gives me such a more of appreciation to like how good this film is. The concept is pretty simple. A robot gets marooned on this island that is pretty much, for the most part, desolate, except for the natural wildlife in the area. And shortly over time, this robot figures out a way to communicate with the natural wildlife. In my opinion, a really clever way to get around the talking animal cliche in cartoons and like animation in general.
Yeah, just self-learn.
Yeah, she just took the time to learn.
That's the robot.
Yeah. They montage through it, but like honestly, that's a pretty good way to do a montage. She's a helper robot. So this robot tries to figure out ways to help out in the area, but everything around her just tries to survive and try to kill her pretty much. Then one day she accidentally literally stumbles into, I should say, a goose nest, killing the goose, most of her eggs, leaving only the runt of the litter to survive. And she basically now has to take care of this little gosling. And pretty much the film is just about her raising this gosling.
Yeah, motherhood.
Yeah. Like, just gotta say, like, this film is a love letter to just moms in general. Single moms, step moms, moms of adopted children, moms in general. And I just think that's wonderful. Yeah, it's just like one of those films that just like by the end of it, like I was just like, I just gotta go hug my mom. Like I just gotta go home. Man, like it was really fun seeing this with you. But I gotta go home. I gotta tell my mom I love her. And I love you, mom. But yeah,
it's not just that. Like also with the film teaches community. Which
yeah.
And just not listening to the haters. It's literally another one.
Yeah. It is definitely one of those like appearances can be deceiving, actions speak louder than words kind of film, and like literally the ugly ducklings kind of story. It's a lot of various different stories you've seen in other films. And you have seen stories like this in other films, but I just think the way it's told, not only in the way of like, this is a robot learning to become more human. And I will say this isn't my original thought. I did watch Real Reject's reaction to this, and I think Greg Alba said it best of like, it's a robot learning humanity, but not through humans, but through the natural wildlife in the area. And again, not my original thought, but I do want to give credit to that. And I think that is kind of what makes this film so special, is that like, she's learning to literally grow a soul, but through nature. And not human nature, just pure nature. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, being more than what you're destined to be.
Or what you were built for, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Like, and that's even reflected in, like, her gosling, Brightbill. Like, he was a runt. Like, he's not built to live.
Yeah, she didn't want to take care of him to begin with.
Yeah, like, until she said, this is your task. And, or like,
okay.
Yeah, just like, all right, task accepted.
That just speaks to volumes to motherhood.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of lines in this film that I greatly appreciated. Like there's a moment in the film where Roz the robot is talking with like one of the marooned robots, and like that she kind of pieced together. She's just kind of like, she's having this like full on like panic, not a panic, a mental crisis, and the robot's just like, I don't know if I can compute, and she just simply says, I have a kid. I love the robot's reaction, like, okay. Just so funny. Like it's like that kind of humor that like only older kids and some parents will get, especially that kind of humor, just like, I have a kid, like that's very tired. It's so funny. But man,
I can go on and on about Roz and Brightville. I want to talk about their side characters. God, they're important.
oh
As
yeah,
much as their side characters are just as important for the story.
yeah. Pedro Pascal as Fink the Fox.
Yep.
He's great. At first, like you just think, oh god, it's another Fox character in this film. We've had it in Zootopia, we've had it in Fox and the Hound. Like, all right, how is it gonna be different? And like, what I like about it is that yeah, they do the typical like sly as a fox, kind of cunning and all that kind of thing. He's kind of a con artist and trying to always get something for himself. But what I really like is that like they go into why he's like that, and then when they go into why he's like that, how does he change when this robot is now involved? And how does he learn to kind of grow and care for something more than just himself? And that is just so beautiful.
Yeah, you see his change. I think one of the lines that will always stick with me with him in this movie was when they talk about love. Yeah, it's like, how do you know? Oh, so much. Like, when you don't have something, you want it more.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, hearing that line hits hard for anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Connecting with his character is amazing, and then you see that a lot as the movie progresses.
Mm-hmm. You know what I also kind of appreciate about his character is that, like, I feel like in a dumber movie, they would try to make like the robot have some kind of like romantic relationship with this fox, but that way it would be like the typical nuclear family kind of idea. Yeah. But like, what I really appreciate about this film is like, it's not a romantic relationship. They're just good friends. They're family, but they're more like. They're just two really good friends that, like, have to raise this kid together. He's basically like an uncle.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. The single mom nature of this character affects the other characters around her in such a way to make everybody seem more like uncles or like neighborhood best friends who all want to eventually help out this person. And, like, I just love that. Like, gotta give a big shout out to the Beaver played by Matt Berry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who Matt Berry is, but like he is a great comedic British actor. Do you know that it's this bit where this guy will try to pick up girls by like helping them out with something? So like there's a fish tank, there's a dog, and he just helps them like to their car and stuff like that. And then he's like schmoozing them up, and then the girls are just like, yeah, I'm just going over to my boyfriend's place. And then like and he's just like, boyfriend, drops the fish tank, kicks the dog.
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, I'll put a clip in here.
Well, it has been said that I'm a gentleman, but never a gentleman. Can I accompany you on your journey?
Sure. I've got to get Scruffy back to my boyfriend, and then
Oh, it's so funny, but he's the same guy in that who plays the Beaver in this, and it's just, they just let Matt Berry run with it. It is so funny. Like, I like his bit of like, I'm gonna chop down the biggest tree here, and y'all think I'm an idiot for doing it.
I want to hear you apologize. Sorry.
Sorry.
Now, I want you to tell me I am cool, and don't lie.
Who else? Oh, Ving Rhames plays a falcon.
Oh yeah,
the Arby's guy.
Yeah,
I remember
you telling me that right after he was introduced. I'm like, no way, and I hear his voice.
Yeah, it's the Arby's.
Yeah, he was great. Even though he was very small,
literally,
like screen time. That too.
Yeah,
like he was great.
Yeah, I feel like they got the right voices for the right characters in this film. Like,
oh yeah.
What is this? Like, the older geese. Long neck. Yeah, voiced by Bill Nighy. He's a popular British actor as well. He's been in like Shaun of the Dead, Castlevania. He's that actor who's just like, you'll see him and you'll be like, oh, I know who that is. And I haven't seen him in a while. So seeing him show up in this, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I'm glad to see him in this. And like, I think he has a line that perfectly encapsulates geese. Where he's just like, we're a cranky lot. We like to gossip. And here's the thing. I hate geese in real life. Like, I hate them. Like, they're the scum of the earth. But this film managed to make me care for a goose. That's saying something.
Wild.
Yeah, and like, I I gotta go back to like the main character, the title character, like with Roz. Like Lupita Nyong'o is so good. Like
Absolutely.
such like an, in my opinion, a very underrated like talent in Hollywood. She's beautiful. She's so talented. She's funny. She could be dramatic. She could be scary. She's just one of those talents that like I'm surprised she's not in more things. She's that good.
Oh, I hope she gets in more things because of this film.
Yeah, but like no, she's
Deserves her flowers.
incredible in this. At first, she plays the robotness up a bit, but not like too much to make it like annoying.
Yeah,
Like she sounds like Siri. She sounds like
typical AI.
Yeah, typical AI robot. But what I really like about her performance over time is you can start to see when she starts to develop what I can call a soul. Like the pacing of her voice kind of starts to get a little bit slower. She sounds a bit more motherly. Like it's insane like how well she just translates this development of this character into just something completely unique by the end of the film, and damn near brings you to tears at some moment.
Oh, maybe you more than me.
Well, like I'm just a sob. I'm a little bitch. But like
Quote it.
this film,
Makes
I
me a
don't
little
know
bitch.
how you cannot walk out of this film and not like cry. I was almost about to cry halfway through the film.
No, I was next to you.
Like I'll say this. I never cried, but I was like damn near close. Like I'm not saying that as like a tough guy kind of thing, because I'm not. I'm saying that more as just like I was just trying to hold it in and it was hurting. It was bad. I just wanted there was moments where I was like I just want to cry. Like I'll just say I don't want to get into too much things that happen at the end, but like halfway through this film is the migration scene. That scene
It's awesome. Oh my god.
is so well done.
The music, the animation, the
Yeah.
style, everything what was happening was beautiful.
The dialogue, the characters, the direction.
Oh,
Like,
makes you want to nut.
no, it does not. Makes me want to cry.
Well, we're different.
You're fucking weird.
What do you mean? Completely normal.
Just to get a little bit serious, but no, like I just love like I don't know, just something about the direction in that scene is just so well done, and like I think you also said about the music, man. Like
The person who made the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack, we already knew that series had great music. And
yeah,
then to add this, which was also amazing.
like I think I like this better than How to Train Your Dragon music, and I really like the How to Train Your Dragon
Yeah.
music. Chris Bowers, and the song that I always could go to from that scene that we're talking about is "I Could Use a Boost,"
Oh yeah,
which
yeah,
God.
dude, and then the music during the montage too,
Uh-huh.
freaking great.
Also, you know what? I'm gonna give a big shout out to our local theater that we went to go see this, the Marcus Theater. Way to go with the sound system for this part. Like, oh my god, like the music is big in this film and it makes things feel bigger and the emotion hit harder. Like again, like just like in How to Train Your Dragon, they just let the music dictate the scenes. I'm not a music guy. I don't know shit about how to make music, so if I'm getting something wrong here, but like the rhythm and the motif throughout this film that they use to basically describe the story of these two, Bright Bill and Roz, is so beautiful. And it's so epic too, which is crazy. It's for such a small like relationship, but just have this big epic music just goes to show like how much love there is, and it's just like, oh my god, like
They poured heart and soul into this entire film.
yeah, and like it's a DreamWorks film too, and like I just always say like never sleep on DreamWorks, man. Like
No, in recent years, like they've been up.
yeah, like I mean
Film?
I'll say that I was not a huge fan of the recent Kung Fu Panda film, and you can watch our review here.
Yeah.
Like it's I'll say this, that film might make my worst of list. This film is definitely gonna be up there. Oh my god, like
Fuck Disney. Fuck anything else. DreamWorks will fuck it up.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
up.
man. And the animation style is a bit more of their like recent kind of style, with like starting with like Puss in Boots,
And
The Last
mwah,
Wish.
beautiful.
Like, oh my god, man! Like the animation's so painterly and so unique for this film. Like, yeah, I don't know what else I can say. I just love this film.
I want everyone to see this film.
Yeah, like
This should be an all-time classic.
If I had any problems with this film, they're just slight nitpicks. Like, if I were to go into the nitpicks I have with this film, I would just sound like an asshole. And like, to be honest, I don't want to sound like that today. So I'm just gonna say, like, just go see this film.
Not even worth saying because this movie's great.
This movie's great. Like, I didn't think anything could get close to Dune 2, in my opinion. But this is making a pretty good run for it.
Yeah, because I definitely want to say, when I first saw the trailer for this, I'm like, what the fuck are they going to do with this?
Well, you know what it reminded me of, and why I was really excited for this movie, was it reminded me of that Overwatch short, The Last Bastion.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
I love that short, and I was like, seeing a whole movie about that would be really interesting to me. And, yeah.
Without, the violence, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I was just like, that's what, like, I got what I wanted out of this film, and more. Like, hella more. That's all I gotta say. Like, I guess if we wanted to wrap this up, like, yeah,
please watch this.
go see this film.
Please.
Watch it with your family. Yeah, watch it with your family. Hug your mom.
Watch it with your girlfriend. Watch it with your dog. Watch it with anyone.
Yeah.
I don't care by yourself. Just watch it.
Hug your dad. I'm not gonna keep going down. I'm not gonna keep going down if you don't have either. Like, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. I still think the film would be good for you. I don't want to make fun of orphans. We'll save that for the Penguin. All right, yeah. I think by the time this may come out, we also have our Arcane videos up right now. I know by the time this comes out, we'll have our Transformers, our Agatha, hopefully our Anora video out by then. So yeah, just go check those videos out. Leave a like on this video. If you want to see more from our channel coming up, we're going to be doing a review for Arcane Season 2, along with the soundtrack for that season. Also, I think by the time this may come out, it's going to get close to December, which around December time, it's the end of the year. We're going to be doing our top 10 best and worst, which you will definitely be seeing this film somewhere on that list. So yeah, definitely check that out. And yeah, leave a comment down below if you have seen this film and what you think about it. I really want to hear what other people have to say. I'm curious, if you don't like this film, I really want to know what's wrong with you.
Does no one love you? Are you alone?
Hey, if you don't have someone to love you, join our family. We're cool. Join the $1 Million Media family. All right. I'm Max Kellerhalls.
I'm Adrian.
Have a good day. Bye.